So page 1, number 1. A sandwich shop has 3 different kinds of bread, 10 sandwich toppings, and 5 kinds of meat. How many different sandwiches are possible if you choose 1 bread, 1 topping, 1 meat? So you're choosing 1 bread, 1 topping, 1 meat. How many bread choices are there?
There are 3.
3. How many sandwich toppings? 10. And how many meats?
5.
You multiply those together and you get 150 as your answer. Okay? Number 2. Solve 20C3. C stands for combination. You need to understand how the formula is and also how to find the answer. One of your questions on your test is just picking the right one that has like the correct parts for combination. So when you're doing combination, remember this is one where you're dividing, right? Because order does not matter. So on this one, what goes on the top? 20 factorial divided by 3 factorial and also 17. So you would choose this answer. Okay? All right. So then if we're finding this answer, this is where I'd go 20 times 19 times 18 times 17, dot, 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 all over.
I have a question.
Yes.
Like, you say, like, write out, like, the form, so you, like, you put 20 exclamation point. If you didn't put that exclamation points, is it counted as wrong?
Well, it's a multiple choice question, but yeah, if you would choose one that has multiple choice. Yeah, I'll tell you. Give me 1 second. So look through stuff that you know, like with the review. If they turned it in today, it's 12. And then I'll help you with the other one in a second. Okay, so you're going to go 17 dot 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 on the bottom for this 17. And then we also have 3 times 2 times 1. Okay, so when we go to cancel these out, the 17s and the dot dot dots cancel. Okay, and then 1 doesn't matter. And then it's up to you now how you want to divide this. Good. So 3 times 2 makes 6, right? And 6 goes into 18 how many times? 3 times. So I have left 20 times 19 times 3. And we multiply that together and it's 1,140. Okay, questions on 2? Number 3. How many different ways are there for 7 students to finish a race coming in first, second, and third? Now you need to remember, does order matter?
Yes.
Yes, it matters who gets first, second, and third. So this is where you're just making your spots. First, second, third. How many people could come in for first place? 7. Can that person come in for second place too? No. So how many are left now? 6 and then 5. And we multiply those together and we get 210 as the possible ways for 7 students to finish a race. Okay, number 4. How many different arrangements of the word gravel are possible if R has to come last? First of all, how many letters are there?
There's 6.
6. So I'm going to make 6 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because order does matter on this, okay? And they're telling you specifically that R has to come last. So how many choices do I have for my last letter? I have 1 because it has to be what? R. Okay? Do we all understand that?
Well, could you just take that one out and just have like 5 spaces instead of 6? Because R.
You can do whatever you want as long as you get the right answer.
Okay.
This is how I would write it out there. Because there's 6 letters. R has to be last. So there's 1 choice there. So how many letters do I have left now? 5. Because I can't use anything else except for R here. So I only have 5 choices left. So then that's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay? We can't start over again with 6 here. Okay? Because I chose R for here, so I have 1 less letter, which makes that 5. We multiply all those together and you get 120. Okay? All right, number 5, it says how many 3-symbol codes? Do you think order matters in codes? Think about your like combination on your locks. Does the order matter of your code, your numbers? Yes. Okay, it's a 3-symbol code. So that's whenever order matters, that's when you can just make your blanks. If order doesn't matter, that's when you're doing your combination and you have your division. Okay? So how many total symbols do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 total, okay? And it says repeats are allowed. And I apologize for this number. But so how many choices are here? 6. And repeats are allowed, and so we have another 6 and times another 6.
Oh, it's
Again,
not zero.
sorry about that. Okay, so then when you multiply that out, 6 times 6 times 6, the answer is 216. Okay, questions? All right, number 6. How many distinguishable permutations are there of the letters Mississippi? Okay, now, remember with the distinguishable permutations, we end up dividing by our repeats. Okay, so how many total letters are there? So on the top is your 11 factorial, divided by anything that repeats. Does M repeat? No. How many I's repeat? 4 factorial. How many S's repeat? 4 factorial. Do P's repeat? 2 factorial. Okay? And then we can write this out to find our answer. So I'm going to go 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and then I'm going to do my dot, dot, dot. And then one of these 4s, I'm going to go 4 and dot, dot, dot. And then the other 4 I have to write out, right? So I have another 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And then I have another 2, so that's 2 times 1. Are we all okay with that? Yes? Okay, so our 4s and the dot, dot, dots, those all cancel. We know that our 1s do not matter. And then now you can decide how you want to cancel these out. So do you see any way of canceling these out easier? Very good. 3 times 2 is 6. And then I have left a 4 and a 2. And 4 times 2 is 8. So we're left with 11, 10, 9, and 7, and a 5. Make sure you double check, because like some people will leave the 5 off. So make sure you're multiplying by all the numbers that are left. So we multiply all of that out, and we get 34,650.
Big numbers.
Okay, number 7. How many different ways are there to generate a 3-digit customer code? Do you think order matters?
Yes.
Yes, and whenever you see codes, combinations, those things matter because it matters the order you put in a code. Like think about on your house if you have an alarm. Does it matter which way you type in your code? Yes. 34,650. Okay. So that means order does matter. So I have a 3-digit code. Okay. Now it says digits cannot be repeated. So how many digits are there to choose from? 10, because you have numbers 0 through 9, right? So that's 10 numbers. And then you can't repeat a number, so that means this one has 9 and this one has 8. And you multiply those together, and what do we get? Okay? Questions?